G'day guys, happy Tuesday. It's the start of my work week because I took yesterday off because it was my anniversary and because I worked all day Saturday. So that evened it out a little bit, but now that I'm back to work, I have quite a lot to get done today. I've finished editing the Friday's video, which is going to be a tutorial on t-shirt design, and then I'm working on my Comic-Con live video drawing session thing that I did at the Wacom booth, but I'm sort of stuck in a bottleneck because there's this one camera angle that has some pretty bad flicker, so I've done some adjustments so it's not so flickery, but in rendering this whole thing to be one raw clip, it's going to take me 25 minutes for that to render. So now that I have a bottleneck and dead time, I'm going to go to the gym. When I get back, I have to edit and render that in time for Wednesday, but I also have to record and edit another video from scratch, which is a sponsored video that's going to go up next Wednesday. So there's a lot to get done today, and I'm really hoping I can get it all done, especially when you're working with like sponsors. You want to make sure you're working in a timely manner, and yeah, I want to make sure I get everything done. And I hope this isn't one of those situations where I reach for the stars and only hit the moon, because I need to get this stuff done. Oh boy, wish me luck. Alright, there you go, that's my proof for the day. I slept in a quick 15-20 minute session. Time to head back and get to work. Every time I set these goals and struggle to reach them, it hurts my heart. Unfortunately, it's 4:45 p.m. I'm going to take a break in a couple of hours for a dinner and my son's bath and bed, and then I'm going to come back inside and finish late tonight because we have a contract deadline that means I have to submit this thing before I go to bed. Yay! These sponsored things come out of nowhere. They come out of nowhere and they have deadlines because they have these marketing plans and the blah 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 blah, and my job is to help them with that. If I had more notice, that would always be awesome, but it just doesn't work that way. So unfortunately, Mrs. Jazza and I know that it's time to kick into gear, and it would be a lot easier if we didn't have so much happening in the next couple of weeks, but we do. So now is the time to do this video, because not tomorrow or the next day or the day after that, or Saturday, which I have to work, by the way, because I'm taking next Monday off. Anyways, I am distracting myself and I need to settle into working again. Hashtag YouTube life. I finished the last book I was listening to, which was Console Wars, and I'm listening to a new one. It's called Off to Be the Wizard, and it's kind of cool. It's like about a nerdy guy who discovers a way to hack life, and he travels back in time. It's good fun. Something to listen to.
All eyes turned to the door. There stood a man of average height and slightly heavy build. He had a neatly trimmed beard, keen eyes, and the bearing of a man who knew exactly what he was doing.
Okay, so this is something of an after event report, because I'm tacking the end of the vlog on the next day. I didn't succeed. I didn't succeed in finishing the job, and to be honest, unfortunately we decided to back out of the sponsorship agreement, which is something we don't take lightly, and we're really upset to do. We were upset for the sponsor, and we were upset we couldn't make the content work, but we felt it was the best decision, just based on a number of things. Mrs. Jazza and I, who she's my business manager, so she's been in touch with the sponsor back and forth through the whole thing. We both felt like it was just not really working in a way that was going to hit all of those angles, and that was also going to really represent the sponsor well, be the content we felt like our audience really would love. So we just unfortunately decided to call it off. So that's what we're looking at now. For the sake of the sponsors' privacy and all that stuff, we won't disclose who we were going to be working with and all that stuff. But I just thought I'd tack this on at the end and let you know that sometimes things don't come together, even if you feel like they might, and even if you really hope that they do. We worked until 1:30 in the morning and we're working with the footage of this finished art piece, and we were like, this isn't working. So we called it off. The other thing I wanted to mention at the end of this vlog is now that it's the next day, I'm actually in a lot of pain. I haven't talked about this in the vlogs, but I must have injured my back last week when I was doing deadlifts at the gym. And I hadn't done deadlifts in a long time, and I think I got way too overconfident, and I thought it might have been just muscle pain, but over time it's just like, okay, well, if I'm doing things, it makes it worse. And going to the gym yesterday was, especially earlier in the day, I was in a huge amount of pain the rest of the day, and this is a week after I did the deadlifts. The reason I'm saying this is I need to be off the hook this week from the whole gym thing, because I don't want to do any damage. I just want my body to heal, and then I'll come back to my commitment thing. So I just thought I'd let you know that the everyday bro thing is off this week. I'm gonna maintain my diet and all that stuff, but I'm not gonna force the gym thing because I don't want to injure myself. So there you go. There's the depressing final wrap up for today's vlog. Is we didn't achieve what we were hoping to, and I'm in pain. Yay! On a lighter note, tomorrow's vlog, which is technically for me today, is a really big day. I'm doing one-on-one calls with a bunch of people who have backed our fundraiser, and we're also moving into the studio. We have our intern who's come down from Melbourne, and we're moving a whole bunch of stuff in and setting up. So make sure to stay tuned for that, because it'll be hopefully a bit more of a pick-me-up. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Today. Later.